And I'd like to call to order our regular meeting of the Fargo Board of Education. Please, if you're able, stand and join us in saying the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, next I would look for a motion to approve our agenda. Yes, Jim.
I'll move adoption of the agenda with the addition of the HR or the human capital addendum that was located at our work location.
Second.
Thank you. Moved by Jim and seconded by Namal. Any discussion? All right, all those in favor, please say yes.
Yes.
Any opposed, same sign. All right, thank you. Motion carries. Next, we'll move on to our recognition of the audience. At this time, the board will hear comments from the public. We ask that each speaker who has signed up to address the board state their name and home school district for the record. Speakers must refrain from using this forum to criticize or complain about a specific employee or student by name. Vulgar or profane language will not be tolerated. The board is interested in your comments and will listen carefully, but it is not obligated to respond to or debate issues in this forum. This evening, 2 speakers have signed up to address the board. Each speaker will be allotted a maximum of 3 minutes. Upon conclusion of the allotted time, a chime will sound and the speaker is asked to conclude. If necessary, a final chime will sound 15 seconds later, signifying the end of the speaker's time at the podium. I will now call our first speaker to the podium, who is Devin Stachinsky.
Devin Stachinsky, HMR. So I was going to talk about Memo 86 and standards and what have you, but there's a saying about dead horses and what have you. Something else was brought to my attention by a local parent and her students, and I know information is slow to trickle up to you guys, and I'm sure administration is working to solve the problem, though I would love to see their plan for it presented to you and the public to remedy this particular situation. And the situation, as far as I know, so far is only at Carl Ben, but I don't know if it's at any other schools because no other parents have brought it forward. But at Carl Ben, currently, you have groups of students going around racially bullying each other. Like groups of students going around, they have this app on their phone, which I don't know why they have their phones at school, but which makes a whip sound, and they whip at each other and then say racial epithets at each other. And no particular racial group is safe from this. It's apparently happening to every demographic of student. So I know there's policy about bullying and racism and what have you, but it's very strange that I was told that this behavior started February 1st at Carl Ben. So I don't know if February 29th it will stop and it's only being racially motivated during this particular month, but I think it is something that should be addressed by the board directly to administration and see, hey, do we have a plan to actually nip this in the bud? Thank you.
Thank you. Our next speaker is Paul Moore.
All right, Paul Moore. Technically, I'm in HMR too. Welcome back for me. Had some trust, this isn't the group that hates me the most, so you're off the hook there. And Devin said he wasn't gonna go over 86 because I told him I was gonna beat the horse instead of him. So one thing I noted was we can't use double negatives for grievances, so we re-vote on those. But we can use them in monitoring reports. Superintendent may not fail, so we could just say shall something instead, maybe next time. Assessments, and these assessments are always unanimous. Where I work, if you're making everybody happy, you're doing something wrong. Okay, it's kind of hard to say that, it's not in every instance and every time. It's always 100% of the people who have responded are always finding the assessments to be compliant. And it's just statistically that's impossible. So I'm just wondering how that ever possibly happens. Another thing I noted was that most of goals, period, are minimums. Fail to develop and implement academic standards that meet or exceed nationally, recognized content. Okay, could we set a lower bar? Really, that's awesome. And beat you, you're doing better than the national. So you're failing less. Cool. And I wasn't really too much into it. I got too much time. Anyway, so good luck raising $700 million.
Thank you. We'll move on to our reports section of the agenda. I was told that there would be no FEA report tonight, so we will jump right into administration. So Anne Marie.
Thank you. At your chairs today is some information and some items from our CTE department. February is CTE month, as most of you know. And so there is a sheet at your chairs about the educational pathway that we have in our district for students to go down. And the items at your chair have a movie theme because if you see at the end or at the bottom of page 1 of that sheet, there is information about an educational pathway video that they have just put out. If you want to look at that, there's a QR code and then the link to that video as well if you want to take a look at that. So just wanted to let you know about CTE month and the items at your chairs.
Thank you. Any questions for Anne Marie or comments about CTE month? Yes, Nikki.
Thank you. I see that Denise is here, and I just want to say thank you to Denise and her crew for all that they do for our kids and supporting our CTE programs. It's much needed. I do support it. I continue to support it, and I'm glad we have a little time to step back and think about it. So thank you.
Yes, thank you so much. It's a wonderful program, and it's always great to hear about the great things you're doing in our schools. So thank you. All right, next I would look for any other questions before I skip over. Okay. I would look for a motion to approve our consent agenda. Jim.
I'll move adoption of the consent agenda with the addition of the human capital addendum.
Second.
All right, moved by Jim and seconded by Tracy. Any discussion? All right, all those in favor, please say yes.
Yes.
Any opposed, same sign. All right, thank you. Motion passes. And we will move on to our business section. And I'm going to have Tara introduce this for us, please.
Yep, as you have in front of you is Memo 90. Memo 90 is essentially just dictating that the previously agreed upon purchase agreement with the Rape and Abuse Crisis Center for the 415 North 4th Street, they are seeking an additional 60 days for closing or an additional 60 days to obtain financing. At this point in time, administration thinks that's an appropriate request, and we are willing to enter into an amendment with the Rape and Abuse Crisis Center if this board is supportive of that.
All right, thank you. Motion, yep, thank you.
I'd like to make a motion that we authorize the execution of the First Amendment to the purchase agreement with the Rape and Abuse Crisis Center of Fargo Moorhead for the purchase of the real property located at 415 North 4th Street, Fargo, North Dakota.
Second.
All right, moved by Jim and seconded by Namal. Any discussion? Oh, yes, sorry, Robin.
I'm happy to announce, if the rest of the board hasn't seen it yet, Rape and Abuse Crisis Center was the recipient of an additional $50,000 gift on Giving Hearts Day. So they're that much closer to raising the funds to purchase this building. So good for them. Congratulations, team.
Wonderful. Any other comments or questions? Okay, with that, could you please call the roll, Anne Marie?
Clark,
Yes.
Day,
Yes.
Gullickson,
Yes.
Holden,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Nelson,
Yes.
Newman,
Yes.
Christensen,
Yes.
Berkland.
Yes, motion carries. Thank you. And we will now move on to board reports. Let's start with you, Katie.
Sure. I attended a Governmental Affairs Committee meeting on February 6th. And since our last meeting, I also was able to meet with Dr. Gandhi and Tristan Love to discuss some opportunities for students in our district. And then I also attended the North Dakota School Board Association's negotiation conference in Bismarck with a few of my other colleagues here.
Great, thank you. Greg?
Yeah, we had a negotiations committee meeting on the 25th of December or January. And then later that day, I met with a few people from the district administration about potential lunch program changes. Not sure what may come of that conversation, but it might end up coming to planning eventually. And then the 6th of February, we had governmental affairs. And then later that day, I also attended the student cabinet luncheon. Always a great opportunity to see some of our students, having really interesting and productive conversations there. And then last week on the 9th, CEA committee.
Thanks, Greg. Nikki?
Thank you. Greg made me go back and take a look. I've heard January and my brain's been on February. January 25th, negotiations committee meeting, February 1st and 2nd, negotiations seminar. February 5th, I had the honor of participating in an FPS town hall about the different opportunities our students have to learn here at FPS. February 6th was GAC, February 9th was CEA, and today we are here.
Thank you. Jim?
Just a brief report. It was kind of sad news in the last few weeks that Kyle Davidson has put in a letter of resignation at the SEEC. Kyle is the executive director there and has been since the day the Southeast Education Cooperative began. Now he's done a great job building the organization, and I'm pretty sure it will survive long into the future. And of course, he's a state senator that will be advocating for the children of North Dakota as the legislature gets back together. But it's kind of with a heavy heart that we as a board are going to be meeting tomorrow to start about the process of replacing Kyle. None of us are irreplaceable, but he did a remarkable job, and I want to take this opportunity to thank him for his service to the students of the Southeast Education Cooperative.
Thank you. Robin?
And he's retiring. So it's good for Kyle, right? He's earned it. I agree with everything you said. Governmental Affairs Committee, I participated remotely. Thank you to Katie for leading the meeting in my absence. Due to a lot of other traveling, I also attended virtually it's related to the C3 Tech appointment through the board. Dr. Flanagan has called a small group of us together to talk about funding shortfalls for the building, and then also working with the legislature to address those. So I was honored to be part of that call. So thank you, Denise, for your leadership in that, in your presentation at the Chamber's Public Policy Committee last week.
Thank you, Robin. Seth?
Just negotiations on the 25th, and then I also attended the NDSBA negotiations conference on the 1st and 2nd of February. That is it. Thanks.
Thanks, Seth. Namal?
Well, thank you. On February 1st, I was able to go to Bismarck with my colleague to attend North Dakota School Board Association. February 1st through the 2nd, of course. On February 6th, was able to attend the GAC Governmental Affair Committee meetings, and then also CEA Committee on February 9th. Had a great conversation with Tristan regarding our students, and it opened my eye a lot of what's going on, and I was really grateful. Thank you.
Thank you, Namal. Dr. Newman?
Yeah, thank you. I'm reporting for January 23rd and today. So
Oh, sure.
since that time, CEA has met, I think multiple times. Planning has met, governance. I had my Council on School Health Executive Committee meeting. I've had continued ongoing correspondence with the Fargo Youth Initiative, which has been really fun. I'm kind of arranging some things with them. And I've written and submitted my newsletter piece for the CEA.
Great, thank you so much. So on January 25th, we had negotiations committee, and then I also attended the North Dakota School Board Negotiations Conference in Bismarck on the 1st and 2nd, and I thought it was a great refresher of negotiations law and then just some really useful planning for going forward, and so I really enjoyed the conference. Then on January 25th, we had our first calendar committee meeting. That's my community liaison assignment. We've met twice, and we have 2 drafts of a calendar that are circulating, and we're asked to bring them to our groups of people to see what comments and feedback we can get, and then we're going to meet again later this month. On February 9th, I had a presidential sit-down with the FEA, and that is about it for my report. Our next regular meeting is on February 27th. It is 5:47, and we are adjourned.